Not only is it March Madness, it's Mueller Madness. Thanks to the New York Post, you can now vote for your top picks when it comes to the media personalities who got it the most wrong about the Mueller probe. From theories of collusion to predicting jail time for the president and all the theories in between. Here to explain and break down his final four picks, New York Post op-ed editor Sohrab Ahmari. Sohrab, good to have you.
Thanks for having me.
So what exactly were you trying to accomplish with the Mueller Madness bracket?
Well, two things. The first one is to hold accountable the people who peddled the most nonsensical nonsense, that constant collusion hysteria that we've been suffering through for 2 years.
Right.
And second, just to have fun, because it is March Madness. I'm not a sports fan, but I'm a news junkie.
Right.
So this is my way of pitching into that fun.
Okay, so you were trying to have fun, but a lot of people have reacted, you know, they're a little angry at you.
Yeah. So Sarah Huckabee Sanders, the press secretary, tweeted the image with our New York Post email address where we're inviting people to send their own votes, madness@newyorkpost.com. And a lot of people took that to mean that this was a White House production. And they said, why are you using taxpayer money to make these fake brackets? Is this a White House enemies list? But in fact, it's news people poking fun at other news people.
And you actually used some of the things people said. So we're going to look at your top four. The first category, we're going to talk about cable. And your winner is... Roll the montage.
We're about to find out if the new president of our country is going to do what Russia wants. Whether or not Russia had help, whether they had Confederates inside the Trump campaign when they launched this attack, the presidency is effectively a Russian op.
Why
did she make your top four?
Well, this is my personal top four, not our readers, but just for 2 years, this steady diet of fear that she'd really sort of hooked her viewers on, going so far as to say, what should we do? How do we prepare if the presidency is a Russian op, quote unquote?
Right. I heard that a lot.
That's right, yes. And just the sheer word, by the way, I'm a Russia hawk myself, but just the insane degree of thinking that the Russian government has reached deep into our government was just so much and so funny in retrospect.
Well, according to Mueller, the president is not a Russian operative. Meanwhile, in the category of network, ladies and gentlemen, here's your winner.
He goes to jail, he goes to jail, he goes to jail. Lock him up. Lock him up.
You had so many to choose from. Why Joy Behar?
That clip speaks for itself. I mean, the degree of wish casting and the idea that the president's about to go to jail and then to do a dance and jig about it on the show is just so funny.
All right. Meanwhile, in print, you had many to contend with. Your winner, Max Boot, the columnist, he wrote on July 25th, 2018, President Trump's mantra is no collusion, something he says as if sheer mind-numbing repetition can make it true. Why did you put Max at the top?
Because unlike the others who at least are entertainers and sort of try to be funny, Max is so dour and humorless. So he adds to the paranoia his particular brand of dourness and, as I said, humorlessness. And the fact that, as it turned out, the president was right. There was a reason that no collusion was his mantra.
And when it comes to Twitterati, people who are online saying things in 140 characters or less, your winner is Lawrence Tribe, the very famous attorney. He wrote, when Representative Adam Schiff says there's evidence of both collusion and obstruction, you can take that to the bank. Trump, beware. And just the fact that he knows so much about the law, for him to say those things, it has a certain gravity to it.
This is a serious man. He's a serious constitutional scholar. And so for him to trade in that prestige for Twitter crankery is kind of sad, too.
Twitter crankery? Yeah. Okay, so these were your top four. I understand in the New York Post very shortly you're going to be doing your readers.
Yes, but we're not going to reveal that. Yes.
Okay. Can you give us what about an honorable mention with your list?
Well, for my particular would be Jonathan Chait, who predicted that the president of New York Magazine predicted that the president had been a Russian asset since 1987.
Wow, look at that. It's a little crazy. Very good. Sohrab Ahmari from the New York Post, thank you very much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Good luck with your bracket. Let's see how it all works.